Hey my lovely, Serene Dream here, back with another pick a card reading, and today's requested topic is the morning after. If you don't know what that means, what that's referring to, then you're too young to be watching this reading, so I advise you to click off. This reading is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you go ahead and do that. There's a new upload every Sunday and Wednesday. If you like to check out your monthly Zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, your love forecast for the rest of the year, or your finance forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links below. To view those, if you like to book a personal reading with me, link to my website can be found below in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance, and on the screen are 3 sunrises. Go ahead and make your selection. If you need more time, pause the video. Okay, so for those who chose sunrise number 1, what would the morning after be like for you? The first message I'm getting is that you all are going to sleep in really late. So I don't feel like there's any rush to get up and like go anywhere or do anything. It's like a lazy day after the night. So yeah, I feel like you all are sleeping in, like maybe sleeping in through, until the afternoon. And I'm getting like a lot of cuddling. So I feel like you all are just like really close and cuddling all throughout the night, all throughout the morning that you're still sleeping. You might get up. I'm seeing somebody get up like briefly to maybe use the bathroom or something, or like wash up, but like they get right back in bed. It's like there's a conscious choice for you all to like sleep in. I'm hearing Lazy Love by Neo, and I feel like that's a message just coming through for you all. Like you're going to consciously make it a lazy day. So you might get up, you might even decide to like get up, take a shower, eat breakfast, but you're going to get right back in bed and go back to sleep. It's like a lot of, I guess you can say, napping going on and close cuddling. Somebody here has kids and like the kids are somewhere safe. This is why you all are deciding to just like have a lazy day and not do anything the night after the intimacy, because I'm getting like the kids are fine. Like I'm hearing they're with their father, so this could be the feminine who is, who has children in this connection, or they're not with their father. It's like they're, somewhere safe. It's like they're somewhere having fun and somewhere safe, so there's no rush to get back home. I feel like the masculine has this this energy where he enjoys waking up to the feminine, like waking up and seeing her face next to him. I feel like what's running through his head the whole time that he's having this morning/afternoon with her is, I can do this every day. So I feel like the morning after, the masculine in this equation is like really contemplating turning this into like an everyday reality. I feel like the intimacy the previous night was really good. It was really satisfying, but it's like the morning after, it brings like a whole different energy. You all aren't like jumping each other's bones. I feel like it's just a really loving, sweet, cuddling energy, and it really has the masculine's mind racing with thoughts of a future with the feminine. The feminine, I feel like she's more so in the moment. Like she's enjoying, because I feel like she don't really get a break that much. Because again, I'm picking up, this is not going to be for everybody, but I'm picking up for some of the feminines who chose this group, they have kids. And the kids are, it's like she doesn't really get a break like this just to be away. She's always having to be on call for her kids, be on mommy duties. But I'm getting like this is one of the few rare times that she is able to just have adult time and just enjoy it without having to rush back home or having to do anything, picking up anybody from school or practice or anything like that. You all might be on a vacation. That's not for everybody, but I feel like you might have decided to take a little getaway together. And this is why you have all this ample time to just lay around and do nothing. For others of you, it's more so like a staycation. You're just at home. I feel like most of you will be at the masculine's house when this is happening. Yeah, I keep getting the energy. The masculine does not want this moment to end. He is, I feel like as they sleep through the afternoon, like when they actually do get up, the masculine is going to try to find some reason for her to stick around a little longer. Like if she doesn't have to get any, like be anywhere, which I'm not getting that she does, she might have like the whole weekend to herself. Because I feel like this is a weekend thing going on, like a weekend getaway or a weekend stay at the masculine's house. But it's like, and it may not have been, if it's like a weekend stay at the masculine's house, it may not have been planned for you to spend the whole weekend there, but it's like it turns into that because the masculine doesn't want the feminine to leave. And I'm hearing the feminine say, like, oh, okay. Because I'm getting this energy where, like, the masculine is like, just stay a little longer. Like, we can go, catch a movie, or we can, watch something on Netflix, or we can go, grab some food. We can order in. We can DoorDash. I'm getting that kind of energy. Like he's just finding all these excuses to have her stay a little longer. Like the minute she's like, okay, like she's getting ready to like get up and maybe go. And he's like, you don't have to go. We can, go catch a movie. We can go out to dinner or we can order in. We could watch, stream a movie or a show, like whatever you want to do. And she's like, oh, okay. Because I feel like she's not used to this, or she hasn't had this in a very long time. This feminine here may have not dated for a very long time. She could have been single for a while. And this is like her first, hookup after being single for an extended period of time. And so it's a little it's just a little, it feels a little awkward to her to have, somebody want her to stay around for such a long time. It's like she thought for sure this could have even started out as a hookup. Like maybe these people aren't necessarily dating in a very serious way. Like I'm hearing get her back cracked. Like maybe this is, and this is not going to be a message for everyone, but I'm getting that for the some of the feminines here, it may have literally been just, a hookup and not like that was the intention here. But it's like when they wake up or the next morning comes, the masculine doesn't want her to leave, even down to sleeping in, just like stay in bed a little longer. I feel like the masculine is the one that's coaxing the feminine into sticking around longer. And she's a little bit taken aback by it because she really didn't think that was this. Like she didn't think like that was the energy going on between them. But again, it's like, I don't know. I feel like the feminine could have really put it on the masculine the previous night because he does not want her to go. And he's really thinking about a future. It's something about waking up to her is making him think like, I really can do this forever. And I think I want to. It's like he's wanting her to stick around like the whole day. He might want her to even spend another night with him because it's like he's trying to figure something out in his mind of like, whether he wants to make this a serious thing. Like so far in the hours that they're spending together in the earlier part of the day, he's coming to that conclusion, but it's like he needs to verify. So he's like, if she stays another night and I still feel this way, after a second night, then I know that this is something I really need to like lock down. And I do feel like that is going to end up being the case. He's going to end up making an offer to her, asking her a question of like, do you want to, I feel like it's going to be a little formal, but a little, I feel like the way he's going to word the offer is going to be a little cute and formal. He's going to be like, do you want to be exclusive? I feel like that's what he's going to say to her. He's like, I like I had such a great time with you. I would love us to do this again, but not just one more time. I would like us to do this regularly. Like, do you want to be exclusive with me? Because I don't want to see anybody else. Are you seeing anybody else? Do you want to see other people? It's like he's going to say something along those lines, because I feel like after the second night spent, he's gonna be like, this is it. This woman is special. I keep hearing the Dawson's Creek theme song. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I'm getting, and that's funny because that song was in my head the other day, like constantly. But I get here that the masculine is like, he's not usually impulsive like this, but it's something about the energy between them that's making him say, like, I don't want to wait. Like, I just want to jump in and just see where this goes. Like, usually I need more time to like figure out, what kind of person this is, and like what, just all, it's like they need to see a lot of things before they come to any kind of conclusion about being serious with someone. But I feel like here, he hasn't seen a lot. Like, they could have just recently met, they probably haven't even been knowing each other that long, but he's just ready to be committed to her because he's not used to this kind of feeling. He's like, you know what, forget it. I'm not usually one to jump in this soon, but I don't want to wait. Like, you only got one life to live, and I want to take a chance in living it with her. The feminine here, she is really taken aback by all of this because she really did not go into this encounter with that type of energy of like, the, um, that there's a possibility of a future here with this person. I feel like that's really not what she was thinking. Now that it's on the table, it's like she's seeing the possibilities, and she's admitting to herself that it does feel good. Like, she does love being in his presence. I'm hearing like the sex is great. They had an amazing time. They have great conversation. Like, they connect on all the levels. So it's like, now that the offer is made, she's going through all those points in her head, and she's like, you know what? Like, maybe this can be something. But I don't feel like she's the initiator in this. Not at all. But it's like, once he makes the offer, she becomes really open to the idea. And she kind of starts to see, or starts to feel like she may have just found her person accidentally after a hookup. I'm getting a very specific message here. Like, somebody could have met this person. Some of you could meet this person on a vacation. Like, you could be on a girls trip or something. I just get like, you're away, and you could be on like a group girls trip, and like you meet someone and you decide that you're gonna like throw caution to the wind and just hook up with someone, on the vacation, and not really make nothing of it. And you end up spending like a couple of those days, like you probably like on this trip for like a week or something, and you end up spending like the last part of the trip with this person. And so that's why, if that does resonate with anybody, that's the reason why the feminine is really not thinking along the lines of a commitment. Because she's like, I just came on, like, me and this person, like, I'm on a vacation, I'm having a good time, like, she didn't come there to find a husband. She came there to just have a good time. And she could have just, I'm getting Girls Trip, the movie Girls Trip, in my head, when Jada's character hooked up with that young guy, and she had been like, she was divorced, and like her girls were like pushing her to just go out there and have a good time and enjoy herself with the guy. I'm getting that movie. I feel like, because that's a message for somebody here. Like, your friends could be urging you to just go out and like throw caution to the wind and have a hookup, get your back cracked, and just enjoy yourself for the night. But you end up coming back with a husband, like a potential husband. um yeah. Like, you end up having a great time, but it ends up turning into something a lot more serious, and you weren't expecting that. The masculine has, like, he presents those intentions, and the feminine starts to think, like, wait a minute, this was supposed to just be a hookup, but I do feel this chemistry here. I do feel like this could be something special. We do connect on all these levels. Let's go for it. So, yeah, I feel like with this group, overall, the morning after presents a solid commitment. That's what comes from the night of intimacy, the morning after, and the whole day spent, and the second night spent for some of you. It ends up presenting a solid offer of commitment between the two of you. Okay, so let's move on to those who chose sunrise number 2. Give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose sunrise number 2, what would the morning after be like for you? The first thing I'm getting is that you all could have been so much in the heat of the moment that there was no protection used. That's the message that's coming through. Because there's like a worry here of getting pregnant. The night before could have come about in a very unexpected way. For some of you, I'm picking up ex energy. This is an ex or like someone from your past, even if you didn't officially date them, it's like someone you knew already, and like you ran into each other and you hooked up out of the blue, and it was just like a moment. Um, it was like in the heat of the moment, and then you all weren't thinking, you didn't take the proper precautions, and so there's like a threat here of like the possibility of pregnancy because it's like it hits you the next morning that you didn't use any protection at all. I don't feel like this is a new person. This is someone, like I said, an ex or just someone from the past that you haven't seen in a very long time. You run into each other somehow. You hook up very unexpectedly. No protection is used. I feel like you all are running to the pharmacy to find a morning after pill. Some of you are on birth control, but there could have been like your one, like you could be saying, asking yourself, like, did you take your pill? Like, because I'm getting like if you are on birth control, that you take the birth control pill. And I'm getting like the morning after, you could be wondering if you took your pill yesterday. Or did you take a pill? Because I get like you could be starting to think like, did I take my pills the past 2 days? And that's why there's a worry. Like you may not be moving immediately to go get the morning after pill because you are trying to figure out whether you took your birth control properly over the past couple of days. Others of you you're not on birth control, so you're immediately running to the pharmacy to go get that pill. But yeah, that's the first message I'm getting here. It's like there's a worry of like getting pregnant. The thing I'm picking up here about the masculine is I feel like he's not as concerned. Especially if this is an ex, I feel like he's possibly excited about the idea of you getting pregnant with this child. Cause he's been wanting to it's like he's been wanting to reconcile with you anyway. I feel like this person is well off. So they don't have any concern about like, you know how there are some people like, oh, some guys like, oh, I don't want to, get her pregnant and, have to worry about child support. It's like I feel like there's no concern about that with this masculine. Like he is like the feminine is freaking out and he's calm as a he's cool as a cucumber. Cause he's thinking to himself like it wouldn't be so bad. This is how he's thinking in his head, like it wouldn't be so bad if we had a kid. Like we already know each other. I'm hearing like he doesn't have any kids or he has like really big kids, like older teenagers or even grown children. So it's like he's like it wouldn't be so bad to have a little baby and have a baby with her. And he's not worried about like supporting the child because he has it. Like he has the money, the means to do that. But I feel like this is all in his head though. Like he's allowing you to make your choice, but in his mind he's like if she doesn't go through with it, I'm cool. If she ends up pregnant. I feel like I get something about like while you're freaking out about the possibility of getting pregnant, this person is very cool about the whole idea. And I feel like now that you've brought it up, they might be seriously saying to themselves, like, this is what they want. Because I feel like they're going to initiate another session. And this time, I feel like they might be a little more intentional. Because now that you brought it up and they're starting to think about it, they're like, I think that's like, it's not that they think, I feel like they're starting to feel like that is what they want. And I feel like during the act, they may, like when you do it again, they're going to like talk to you about it because they feel like that's the way that they can convince you to go through with it. Like they start to say things like, I want you to have my baby. And you're in the moment and you're feeling good. And they feel like you having that euphoric feeling from the intimacy that you might agree with them. That's for some of you I'm picking up. So this person might go again to try to convince you to give them that baby. I feel like the concern for you is you don't want to be a baby mama. You're like, I'm not trying to be somebody's just like somebody's womb bearer and just pop out kids and there's no commitment. Like you want to be married. So I feel like as this person starts to talk to you about it, because I feel like you're having a full-blown conversation in the session you're having the morning after the initial session. So after you go through that worry phase, you're going to get it in again. And I feel like during that time, you're going to start to have like a real conversation about it. And I feel like you're going to say to this masculine, like, I don't want to just be a baby mama. Like, that's not, like, I understand what you want, but that's not something I imagine for myself. And it's not something I'm going to put myself through. So you're going to make it very clear that you're not trying to have a child without a ring. And I feel like this person's going to say, like, they're cool with that too. Because it's just like you have a history with this person, especially if this is an ex. I feel like they feel as if you're the one that got away. And I do feel like this person could have messed up in the past with you. And they want to right their wrongs because they see what they're missing. Especially now that you all have hooked up again, it just brought back all those feelings like tenfold. Like they were already feeling like you were the one that got away. But now they feel like they don't want you to get away again. So they want you to have their child. And now that you're presenting the idea or saying to them, like, you don't want to have a child without a ring, they're like, we can do that. We can get married. I don't have no problem with that. Like, I want to marry you because I never wanted you to leave in the first place. I want you to be my wife. So I feel like that's what gets you to thinking about it. Because you're like, okay, if we can actually get married, then I might actually consider having a child. So I don't feel like you're going to go through with, getting pregnant that time. I feel like you're going to date this person, see how serious they are about giving you a ring. And then once that happens, you're going to revisit the conversation of having a child together. But what I'm getting overall from this is that this session, that night of intimacy that you have, the next morning, it leads to worry about getting pregnant, which leads to a whole conversation about getting back together. Because I feel like when you were with this person before, that's what you wanted with them, but they messed it up. It's like they messed up the picture. They messed up the whole plan that you had together. And it's like now that you have this, moment of reconciliation, they're wanting to turn this into a permanent reconciliation. And they're willing to give you everything you want. At least that's the conversation you're having. But I feel like you're not going off the talk of just one night being together. What you're going to do this night of intimacy is going to lead into the morning after conversation of like revisiting this relationship, seeing where it goes, because you want to see how serious this person is about what they said. Like they know you want to be married, so that you want to see if they're actually going to, present the ring. I do feel like they are going to. They're very serious about like making you their wife and having a family with you. This person could be a little older than you. I'm getting like about 10 years at least. That's not for everybody, but I'm getting that for somebody. Because I'm getting that for whoever I'm picking up on with that message is like you're younger and you don't have any kids. This person, they have kids who are a lot older. So it's like the kids are either out of the house or they're about to be out of the house. So it's like they don't mind giving you a family because it's like they don't have, any little kids to raise anymore anyway. And it's something about having like a little you, like a little one between the two of you. It's like they actually love the idea of that. And they don't mind. This person could have been married before. They don't mind getting married again. So yes, like they're willing to give you everything you want. I do feel like you're gonna end up dating this person again, and they're gonna end up holding up their end of the bargain, presenting you with a ring, giving you everything that you want, which in turn is going to make you want to give them what they want, which is really a child. Like they really want a child with you. But I feel like this is going to take some time. I feel like not so much time. I feel like a matter of months. So you could be dating this person for like the next, 6 months, and then they present a ring, and then I feel like some of you, you're actually going to wait until you officially become a wife to get pregnant. Like you're going to tell them that, like, no, I don't want to just be a fiance. I want to be a wife. And they're just like, they're fine with that. Just as long as you give them a child. So they're going to follow through with the whole plan. They're going to give you everything you want. And then you're going to end up giving them what they want. And I do feel like you're going to be a happy, like decently happy family here. I'm picking that up. So that night of intimacy, that heat of the moment that you had, running into each other, hooking up again, it turns into you all like revisiting this relationship and it actually having a decent ending. I'm not going to say that you all are like some, high level soulmates or anything, like some deeply passionate couple. I just get like, this is a couple who like it works. Like that's what phrase comes to me. Like it works. You all are, it's like they're a provider. It's like I get like a very traditional energy here, and you're happy with that. You're happy with that. It's like you give them everything they would want in a partner and a spouse, and they give you everything that you want in a partner and a spouse. And it's not like overly romantic and all this deep love, but it works. Like you're comfortable in this situation and you're happy with that because it's like everything you want, because I feel like stability is very important to you, and this person provides that. So yeah, that's what I get. The morning after for this group turns into a reconciliation that leads to marriage and a family. That's what I get. All right, so we're gonna go on to those who chose sunrise number 3. Give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose sunrise number 3, what is the morning after going to be like for you? Okay, the first message I'm getting is I need it. So I feel like the morning after is going to lead to more intimacy. You and your person are going to be all over each other like constantly. It's going to be sessions after session, like session after session you all are going to be having. I feel like it's going to go from the night to the morning to the afternoon. You all are going to keep going. I get something about you all living together that's coming through. So I feel like after this night of intimacy, there may be an offer of like moving in together. Similar to group 1, it's like this masculine has like after the intimacy, he starts to have thoughts about a future. Like he loves waking up to her. He's liking the way this feels, and he's like, I can do this forever. I want to keep doing this. I feel like the masculine keeps, every time you all end a session and you're about to like get up and do other things, I feel like the masculine is like begging you to get back in the bed, like to begging you to like Do it again. It's like he can't get enough. I'm getting to me a song can't get enough in my head. I feel like that's the masculine's energy. He can't get enough of you. Every time he thinks like just one more time will give him his fill, it's like once that's done, he's like, but no, I'm hearing like him say, her pussy is amazing. He's very in love with your sex. He feels like it takes him to he feels like I'm hearing he feels like your pussy is an oasis. Like it gives him such a euphoria to be inside of you. It takes, I'm hearing like a serotonin levels, like it raises. You do something to his energy through your intimacy that he has never experienced with anyone before. So it's like he keeps wanting to feel that again and again. It's like getting high. I feel like now I'm hearing that DJ Snake song, You Are My High. You are literally a high for this masculine. He cannot stop. Every time he thinks like just one more time, he's like, I won't ask you again. We can stop or you can go, you do whatever you want. And then like you're about to, after that's done and you're about to get up and do whatever you have to do, you're just like, okay, just one more time. Just come on. Like he cannot stop. I'm hearing the After Seven song Can't Stop in my head now. It's like he can't stop this, like wanting that feeling. He's chased that. It's a high he keeps feeling whenever he's inside of you. And yeah, I'm hearing the lyrics. You got me thinking that I need your affection 'cause your love is so strong. I don't want to do wrong. Yeah, that's from the After Seven song Can't Stop. I feel like that is coming through because it's like it's something about your energy, like I said, that just takes this masculine to another place and he can't get enough of it. He can't stop feeling like he needs it. He feels like he's going, I feel like after that first night of intimacy, he feels like he breathes, sees, eats, thinks, dreams you, like you consume him. You have something about when you first hook up that morning after and this person is waking up to you, they're just thinking about how much you, and the thing about it is I get like after the night of intimacy, you're knocking this person out. But I do feel like they're going to pop up in the middle of the night. Maybe they have to like get something to drink or maybe they have to go use the bathroom. It's like they see you next to them and they're just thinking like they're just staring at you while you're sleeping because they're obsessed. Like that night you did like your energy and the way you all connected, it did something to this person internally that has changed them forever. So they're just staring at you like they're sleeping next to a literal goddess. And they want to keep feeling that. It's like they almost like, okay, after the first night and you all get in, move into the next morning. I feel like the reason they're going to want to do it again initially is because they're going to want to confirm that that's what they felt like. Because some of them probably had a little to drink, before you all got it in that night, or maybe had a little, got a little high, had some gummies or something. And I just feel like the next morning they're just saying to themselves, like, was it the drink? Was it the alcohol? Was it the drugs? Was it, like, I need to feel this again to see if if that was really what I was feeling. So now that it's like they're sobered up and they're like experiencing you again, it's like, no, it's her. It's group 3. Like that, she's the high. She's the one that was making me feel that way. Not the drugs, not the alcohol. They're like, I'm hearing she's a monster, but in the best way. Like you do something. Like I said, from that first time, you did something that has changed this person internally, but it's like they're addicted to you. They're obsessed with you. They're waking up in the middle of the night and like just staring at you and just saying to themselves like they can't believe they were inside of a goddess. That's how they feel. That's how they're looking at you. You match them. Like something about the way you two make love, they've never met someone who was a literal match for them in that department. This person could be the type of person who's used to dominating their sexual partners, but I feel like for you, it's like they couldn't dominate you. Like you all go head to head, not in a competitive way, but it's like it's like you give it as much as you get it. Like you give as much, you give back. How do you say it? You give it as good as you get it. I guess that's the way you say it. But yeah, I feel like that's it. This person is not used to people like giving it back to them, and you gave it back to them plus a little more. If anything, it feels like your energy dominates them. And it makes this, I'm hearing it makes this person want to level up. You, oh my gosh. I'm hearing you have a life changing pussy. That was a very specific message, but what I'm getting from that, guys, is that sleeping with you, having these moments of intimacy with you, is going to make this person want to level up in their entire life. Like if they had any areas where they were like struggling or, not being much of a go-getter, they were unmotivated, it's like all of a sudden after this night of intimacy with you and the several sessions you're going to have, the morning after and maybe in the afternoon too, it's going to make them want to get up and, I'm hearing like find a cure for cancer. Not literally. I mean, some of them might. You might be dealing with someone who is working on a cure for cancer. And like after sleeping with you, they're like inspired and they feel like they found the answer, But for others of you, it's just like that's how inspiring your pussy is. It's like you give this person such a motivation deep down inside. I'm hearing like you woke up their sacral chakra. They could have had like an what do you call it? Underactive sacral chakra. I'm picking it up. This person wasn't like, they weren't utilizing, like their sacral chakra energy was not activated to the appropriate level. They could have been overactive, which made everything like made them hypersexual in all the wrong ways. And then they could be underactive, where it's like it made them, less inspired. They, some of them could be creatives and they were having like creative blocks, but it's like after sleeping with you, it's just like you woke it up. You woke up that chakra and it's making them just want to do things. Like it's making them want to turn their life around in the best way. It's making them want to go like be creative. It's making them want to go to work and like work on that project and finish. Like they wanted everything they thought impossible to do before, they didn't have the energy to do before, they have it now because you have charged them up. And this person literally feels like they need you in their life. Because what you give them, they can't find, they have never found anywhere else, and they doubt they would ever be able to find this anywhere else. This is why I was picking up earlier that this person's going to want to like have you live with them. I'm hearing the Marvin Gaye song, Come Live With Me, Angel. This person feels like you're some sort of earth angel. Yeah. This person is like, that's why they was like, I was seeing them waking up in the middle of the night to go get something to drink or go use the bathroom, and they're coming back in the bed and they're just like staring at you. Like they're having trouble going back to sleep because they just want to admire you while you're sleeping and just saying to themselves like, I am laying next to a literal goddess. I have been inside of a literal goddess. Like this is so unbelievable. Like they are almost, it's like they're fangirling over you. So yeah, some of you are earth angels and they can't believe that they actually experienced an earth angel sexually. And they just want to have you around all the time. This person will give you anything you want. I'm getting spoiling, like they're going to spoil the hell out of you. Like there is nothing, like anything that's possible for them to get a hold of, to get to you, that you ask of them, they're going to give to you. This person will never tell you no, because they feel like you have, like what you give to them is so priceless that nothing they give you could compare. Yeah, and this person's going to be very, so after you all go through your, multiple sessions or whatever, morning after the afternoon, I feel like the your time together at that particular time is going to end with this person being very clear of what they want with you. They're going to want a commitment, and they're definitely going to say, like, what do you think about us living together? I feel like this person, like, they blurt out things, like they're very straightforward. They don't beat around the bush. They don't speak in parables. They don't, like, they state exactly what they think, exactly how they feel things. They state it just like that. So the whole time that this person is experiencing you, they're thinking to themselves, like, I want to live with her. Like, I want to have her around all the time. I want to see this face and just be able to touch her and kiss her whenever. Because it's not just your sex. I feel like just your presence alone satisfies them and charges them up, but the sex just takes it, to a whole other level. Like I say, your pussy is an oasis to this person. If they're having a hard day, like, sleeping with you would take all their worries away. Like, that's how they feel like it will work. They feel like you are the antidote for any trouble they experience in life, and they feel like they need that 24/7. They need to have you next to them as much as possible, and the best way to have that is to have you live with them. This person wants to make you like the queen to their king, or the king to their queen. They view themselves as like a very special being, but it's like you are something that it's like they're really surprised they met someone like you, because I'm hearing like they thought it was only one of them. That's what I'm getting. So this person, it's like while they're fangirling over you, what's really blowing their mind is the fact that they thought that there wasn't, I'm getting Hancock in my head, the movie Hancock, and how Hancock thought he was the only one of his kind in the world until he met Charlize Theron's character and discovered that there were two of them. And it's like he discovered the history and how they would pair up or whatever. But I'm getting that kind of energy here. This person thought it was only one of them on the earth. So whenever they would connect with people, it's like they would never really get the satisfaction. It's like, and I'm hearing like people may have honestly been scared of them, like, because their energy is like very strong, is like a little overpowering and intimidating for the average person. So I feel like a lot of people can't handle them. Kind of like if there is a deleted scene in the Hancock movie where he has like, he's trying to hook up with the girl, that he met. And, but the girl, it's like he has so much power in his body. When he sleeps with someone, it like overpowers them to the point that it can almost kill them. So it's like something, I forgot how it happens, but like something happens where like his energy just becomes very powerful during the intimacy, and she gets really scared and she runs away, and he's sitting there and he's like so sad because he's thinking like it happened again. Like, I can't, like, no matter what I do, I want to have pleasure, I want to have partnership, I want to have fun like everybody else, but I can't because nobody can handle me. And now it's like this, that's what I'm picking up about this person. Now that they met you, they're like, there's two of me? Like, this is the person who can handle me? And this is why they want you around all the time. This is why they want to live with you and have a life with you, because they're like, I'm never going to find this again. Like, in all my life, in all my years, I have never met somebody who blew my mind like that. Because it's not like only like you can handle them, but you blow their mind. Like I say, you give them energy that it's like they finally know what it is to feel, to be on the other side of their energy, if that makes sense. Like with other people, it's like they would be getting all this pleasure, or they're either feel intimidated or like just overstimulated by their energy. And it's like they feel that way about you. And again, it's because your energy, it's a match for them. I'm hearing a match made in heaven. That's how this person feels. Because again, I was hearing that song, Come Live With Me, Angel. This person views you as an earth angel. I feel like you are an earth angel. I feel like this person is too. It's like you're both, I'm hearing heavenly bodies. You both are descended from heaven. Like you have a heavenly, like your makeup, your energy, it's not of this earth. It's not of this plane. And the funny thing is, it's like you feel that way too about them, but I feel like you haven't had as many disappointments romantically as this person, because I feel like you haven't dated as much. I'm also getting like it may have taken you a long time to come into yourself and figure out who you are. This person has known who they are for a while, but I feel like you could have just recently come into yourself and I feel like because of that, your energy wasn't where it was supposed to be. So when you were with people before, it wasn't as disappointing to you as this person and their hookups were. But now that you've come into this energy, this could be like your first hookup since like coming into yourself and realizing who you are. So for you, it kind of feels normal. But for this person, it's like they realize the gift that this is. Not that you don't understand that this is special, but it's almost like you were expecting this and this person was not. Like it's like going into it, you knew what it was gonna be like, and this person is like they were just taken by surprise. But yeah, this person's gonna be very straightforward about like wanting to live together. I feel like that's gonna lead to more, but like that's the first thing. Because it's like the first, I'm hearing first order of business. This person feels like first order of business, you need to live with me. I don't want to, I don't want to have to part from you again. So this person could be trying to move you in like the next weekend, like by the weekend or like the next week or like by the end of the month. It's like very soon. This person wants you around all the time. I'm hearing Snow Allegra's song, I Want You Around. This person wants you around all the time. So like all that other stuff, they want that too, but it's like they want the most immediate thing that they can have of you, and that's to live with you. So they're like, what do you think about us living together? Like I want to feel this all the time. And I feel like they're making offers to you like, I'll take care of you. Like I said, this person will spoil the hell out of you. They'll give you anything you want. Whatever, demands you have about living together, they'll meet them. Like if you say, hey, I don't want, like I want to change the decor in this place, like done, fine, pick out the furniture, I'll get it, bring it in here. It's like anything you want, they're gonna give it to you because they want to live with you. So yeah, I get like that's the immediate thing on this person's mind, is that they want or need rather to live with you, and like all the other stuff will come, but that's like the most immediate thing they can do. And I feel like you're going to do it. It's gonna seem crazy to just move in with this person, because I feel like you may not have known each other that long, but it just feels, something about it feels very right. And I feel like you could have been having dreams about this, like dreams about moving in with a faceless person, like a guy, or if you're a woman, like moving in with a guy moving in with you. I just get like you were having dreams about this, but it's not going to hit you until later that the dreams were prophetic about this particular situation. Okay? So that's about all I have for you all for this reading. I hope it was helpful. Again, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday. If you would like to check out your monthly Zodiac readings, general forecast for the rest of the year, love forecast for the rest of the year, or your finance forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links in the description box. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to my website can be found in the description box below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance, and I'll be back with more readings, lovelies. Bye.